Welcome to today's deep dive. How hydration affects your biology. At the cellular level, the energetic level, and the systemic level. Water isn't just hydration, it's information, it's transport, it's chemistry, it's life. Water is the one thing that is truly eternal. It flows through time, sustaining life, shaping our planet, and connecting us all. It's the foundation of existence, pure, constant, and indispensable. But not all water is equal. Water is the one thing that is truly eternal. It flows through time, sustaining life, shaping our planet, and connecting us all. It's the foundation of existence, pure, constant, and indispensable. Today, we're walking through the journey of water, from contaminated municipal sources to old, degraded bottled water, and finally to fresh, vapor-distilled, ultra-pure water, and what each type does inside your body. We'll also break down the real cost of hydration, and how switching to home vapor distillation can save families thousands of dollars per decade. Water is the one thing that is truly eternal. It flows through time, sustaining life, shaping our planet and connecting us all. It's the foundation of existence, pure, constant, and indispensable. Let's begin. To understand hydration, we must start with biology. Every cell in your body, all 37 trillion of them, depends on water. Water, much like an internet cable, serves as a crucial medium for communication within the body. It facilitates the transport of signals and nutrients, enabling various physiological processes to function efficiently. Just as an internet cable transmits data between devices, water carries vital substances, such as oxygen, hormones, and electrolytes, throughout the body, ensuring proper cellular communication and overall health. Without this essential fluid, the body's systems would fail to interact and maintain homeostasis effectively. Electrochemical signaling, ATP synthesis, protein folding and stability, transportation of nutrients and waste, temperature regulation, pH balance, enzyme activity. Water isn't just a fluid you drink. It is the medium in which life happens. Inside the cell, water forms what researchers describe as structured layers, creating a microenvironment that affects DNA, proteins, and mitochondria. So when the water you drink is contaminated, chemically altered, oxidized, or stale, your biology feels it. Water plays a vital role in your body's cells and can have a big impact on your health, both positively and negatively. Proper hydration supports your cells in carrying out their normal functions, helping with everything from digestion to detoxification, and even reducing the risk of chronic diseases. On the other hand, if the water you're drinking is contaminated with harmful chemicals or pollutants, it can negatively affect your cells and overall health. Long-term exposure to toxins in water could potentially contribute to diseases like cancer. In short, clean, safe water is essential for maintaining healthy cells and improving biological function, while polluted or contaminated water can have harmful effects on your body. But how? Let's explore. Contaminated water is not rare. In fact, most municipal sources contain lead in drinking water can be especially harmful to children, even at very low levels. If many homes or buildings, such as in parts of Chicago, still use 80% lead service lines, children may be exposed through the water they drink or use for cooking. Here are the main effects of lead exposure on children, explained simply. How lead affects children. Brain development problems. Lead can harm a child's growing brain, leading to learning difficulties, lower IQ, and trouble paying attention. Behavioral issues. Children may become more irritable, impulsive, or have trouble controlling their behavior. Slowed growth. Lead can affect physical development and slow growth. Hearing problems. Even low levels of lead can impact hearing. No safe level. Doctors agree there is no safe amount of lead for a child's body. Why children are more vulnerable. Children absorb lead more easily than adults, and their brains and bodies are still developing, making the effects stronger and longer lasting. Chlorine and chloramines, pharmaceutical residues, heavy metals from old pipes, PFS, the so-called forever chemicals. Microbial biofilms, PFAS, per, and polyfluoroalkyl substances are a group of man-made chemicals that can stay in the human body for many years. They are sometimes called forever chemicals because they break down very slowly. Here's what happens when PFAS enter the body. How PFAS get into the body. Drinking water contaminated by PFAS, eating food exposed to PFAS, like fish from polluted water. Using products that contain PFAS, non-stick pans, some packaging, some fabrics. What PFAS do inside the body? PFAS can build up in blood, organs, and tissues over time. The more exposure a person has, the more the levels can increase. Health effects. Linked to PFAS research has found that PFAS exposure may be associated with immune system changes, can reduce how well the body fights infections or responds to vaccines. Hormone disruption. PFAS can interfere with hormones, which may affect growth and metabolism. Increased cholesterol levels, one of the most consistent findings. Higher risk of certain cancers. Some PFAS chemicals are linked to kidney and testicular cancer, liver stress or damage, reproductive effects, such as lower birth weight or fertility issues. Why PFAS are a concern? The body absorbs PFAS easily. The body removes PFAS very slowly, sometimes taking years. Over time, levels can build up and potentially lead to health problems. Even if these contaminants are in safe ranges, they interact with the body. There's no universally safe level for many PFAS, but there are guidelines. What's considered acceptable depends on the specific PFAS compound, whether you're talking about blood levels or drinking water levels, and which regulatory or health agency guideline you use. Here are some reference ranges and what different agencies say. Key reference ranges and guidelines for PFAS drinking water levels. PFAS in water. The U.S. EPA's Enforceable Maximum Contaminant Levels, MCLs. PFOA, or 4 parts per trillion. PPP. Environmental Protection Agency, Clause 1 PFOS. 4 PPT, Environmental Protection Agency for other PFAS, PFHXS, PFNA, GNX, etc. Some are regulated via a hazard index or their own MCLs. Environmental Protection Agency, the Maximum Contaminant Level Goals. MCLGs, non-enforceable, health-based, for PFOA and PFOS are set by EPA to 0, reflecting that, from a health standpoint, no exposure is ideal. Environmental Protection Agency +1 blood, serum, plasma levels. According to clinical guidance, National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine, 2-90 ml of the sum of certain PFAS. Adverse health effects are not expected. NCBI 2 to 20 ng/ml. Potential risk, especially for sensitive groups, children, pregnant people, etc. NCBI state-specific levels. In Illinois, the Illinois EPA has set health-based guidance levels for a number of PFAS in water: PFBS, PFHXS, PFNA, PFOS, PFOA. Illinois EPA. For other PFAS, like PFHXA and PFBA, Illinois advisory levels are higher. EAG. PFBA is 3,800 ng/ml, PPT per recent state guidance. Illinois EPA interpretation and caveats. Even though regulatory limits exist, like EPA's MCLs, no exposure is truly risk-free. For some PFAS, especially PFOA and PFOS, the MCLG is 0. Environmental Protection Agency. These guidelines are based on current scientific understanding, which continues to evolve. Having PFAS in your blood does not always mean you will have health problems, but higher levels do increase risk, especially in vulnerable populations. If you're concerned about exposure, more frequent testing, water and/or blood, reducing PFAS sources, and using water filters, e.g., reverse osmosis, are common risk mitigation strategies. Chlorine affects gut flora balance. 1. Chlorine versus chlorine byproducts. Chlorine is added to water to kill harmful bacteria and viruses. When chlorine reacts with organic matter in the water, like decaying leaves, soil particles, or natural minerals, it forms disinfection byproducts, DBPs, such as THMs, trihalomethanes, HAAs, haloacetic acids. These DBPs, not chlorine itself, are the main concern for cancer risk. 1. Cancer risks linked to chlorine. Byproducts. Long-term consumption of high levels of DBPs has been associated with bladder cancer, This is the strongest and most consistently observed link in studies. Possible increased risk of colon and rectal cancer. Evidence is weaker, but still under investigation. No clear link for most other cancers. Current research does not show strong associations with breast or lung cancer. 1. Levels. Matter. Water systems are required to keep DBP levels below regulated limits. Occasional exposure to higher levels is usually not dangerous. The risk increases with decades of exposure to DBPs above recommended limits. 1. Chlorine in pools. Chlorine used in swimming pools does not cause cancer, can irritate skin, eyes, or lungs, especially in poorly ventilated indoor pools. Pool byproducts, like chloramines, are mostly respiratory irritants, not cancer-causing. 1. Bottom line. Chlorine itself is safe at regulated levels. Some byproducts of chlorine in drinking water may increase bladder cancer risk with long-term high-level exposure. You gave your dog love, care, and what you believed was safe water. Bladder cancer in dogs is something even veterinarians struggle to predict or prevent. Heavy metals interfere with enzymatic reactions. Heavy metals are natural metals that can become harmful when they build up in the body. You only need a tiny amount to cause problems. Simple explanation. Heavy metals are like bad ingredients that can sneak into water, soil, food, or air. When too much gets into your body, they can damage your cells and organs. Common heavy metals: lead, from old pipes, paint, or soil; mercury, from certain fish or industrial pollution; arsenic, in some groundwater and old pesticides; cadmium, from cigarette smoke or contaminated soil. What they can do: hurt the brain and nerves, damage the kidneys and liver, affect growth in children, increase cancer risk, especially arsenic, cadmium, and lead, cause fatigue, stomach issues, and immune problems. Why they're a problem? The body can't get rid of them easily, so they build up over time, just like rust building up inside a pipe. PFAS compounds can bind to proteins and accumulate in tissues. PFAS are man-made chemicals that get into your body and stay there for a very long time. That's why they're called forever chemicals. Simple explanation. Think of PFAS like tiny sticky chemicals. They get into your body through drinking water, food, or products. Your body can't break them down. They slowly build up over years. Where they go? PFAS can end up in your blood, liver, organs, tissues. What they can do: long term. PFAS buildup may stress your immune system, mess with hormones, raise cholesterol, increase risk of some cancers, kidney plus testicular, affect growth and development in children. Why they matter? Even small amounts can add up over time because PFAS are very slow to leave the body, sometimes taking years. A water distiller boils water, turns it into steam, and leaves most contaminants behind. Since PFAS don't easily evaporate, most PFAS stay in the boiling chamber and do not go into the steam, so distillation greatly reduces them. How well does it work? Distillation removes many PFAS very well, but some PFAS with lower boiling points can carry over a little. Most home distillers reduce PFAS by 90–99% when working properly. Best setup. The safest option is distillation plus a carbon filter. This combination removes almost all PFAS. What does not work well? Standard pitchers, e.g. Brita. Simple sediment filters, cheap faucet filters. Your cells spend more energy filtering, collating, neutralizing, and excreting contaminants. Energy is limited. Every cell has a certain amount of energy, mostly from ATP. Energy is spent on essential processes: pumping ions, making proteins, repairing DNA, and filtering out harmful substances. 1. Filtering toxins costs energy. Detoxifying chemicals, heavy metals, or other harmful compounds takes a lot of ATP. Chronic exposure to pollutants, like PFAS, heavy metals, or excessive salts, forces cells to work overtime, leaving less energy for other processes. 1. If cells didn't have to filter as much, more energy could go to repairing damaged DNA, fewer mutations, potentially lower cancer risk, faster growth and healing, Tissues regenerate more efficiently, better cell signaling and function, organs work more smoothly, immune system is stronger, less oxidative stress, slower aging, and lower inflammation. 1. Big picture. Reducing the toxins your body encounters through clean water, healthy food, and a low-pollution environment basically frees your cells' energy to keep you healthier. It's like running your phone without too many apps in the background. More battery goes to what really matters. In other words, polluted water forces your biology into stress metabolism. When water contains chemicals, heavy metals, or toxins, your cells, liver, and kidneys have to spend extra energy filtering and removing these harmful substances. This extra work can slow down normal body processes like growth, repair, and immune defense. Over time, constant exposure can increase inflammation, damage organs, and raise the risk of diseases, including cancer. Think of it like a machine. If you keep running it with dirty fuel, it has to work harder just to keep running, and it wears out faster. Upgrade to a water distillery. When water contains impurities, it becomes less efficient at entering cells because types of impurities that can be in bottled water. Microplastics. Tiny plastic particles can come from the bottle itself. Chemical contaminants. Sometimes trace amounts of PFAS, chlorine byproducts, or other industrial chemicals are present. Minerals and metals. Even spring water can have natural metals like arsenic, lead, or fluoride. Bacteria. Rare. But if bottles are stored improperly, microbes can grow. What bottled water usually removes. Most bottled water is filtered and treated, so it usually has fewer contaminants than tap water that's untreated. Common methods: reverse osmosis, carbon filtration, and UV treatment. Bottom line, bottled water is not guaranteed 100% pure. Quality varies by brand, source, and how it's stored. For very sensitive cases, like babies, immunocompromised people, or avoiding PFAS EHS lead, extra filtration or testing may still be needed. Why distilled water is very safe. Almost all contaminants removed. Distillation boils water and collects only the steam, leaving behind heavy metals, PFAS, chlorine, and most chemicals. No microbes. Boiling kills bacteria, viruses, and parasites. No additives. Unlike some bottled water, distilled water has no extra minerals or chemicals. King Hydrogen Water Distillery add minerals and vitamins to water. It changes osmotic gradients. It alters cellular electrolyte balance. It increases the workload of kidneys. You may drink plenty of water, but remain functionally dehydrated. How dehydration affects the brain. Cognitive function. Drops harder to concentrate, remember things, or solve problems. Mental tasks feel slower and more tiring. Mood changes can cause irritability, anxiety, or feeling foggy. Even mild dehydration can reduce motivation and increase stress. Headaches and dizziness. The brain slightly shrinks from water loss, pulling on surrounding membranes. This can trigger headaches or a feeling of lightheadedness. Sleep and energy problems. Dehydration affects neurotransmitters and hormones, making it harder to sleep well and feel alert. Severe dehydration, confusion, fainting, or even seizures in extreme cases can become a medical emergency. Why the brain is vulnerable. The brain is about 75% water. Water helps carry nutrients, remove waste, and regulate temperature. Losing water slows these processes, making your brain work harder with less fuel. Tip: even mild dehydration, 1 to 2% of body weight and water loss, can affect thinking and mood. Drinking water regularly and replacing lost fluids is essential for mental clarity. Long-term exposure to low-level contaminants is associated with inflammation, oxidative stress, reduced mitochondrial efficiency, hormonal disruption. Hydration influences biology, but what's in the water influences it even more. 1. Brain water keeps your brain working well. Good hydration. Better focus, memory, and mood. Poor hydration. Foggy thinking, headaches, irritability. 1. Energy. Water helps your cells make energy. Drink enough, more stamina and less fatigue. Dehydration. Tired, sluggish, weak muscles. 1. Digestion and detox. Water helps digest food and remove waste. Helps kidneys flush out toxins. Not enough water. Constipation, kidney stress, buildup of toxins. 1. Body temperature. Water cools your body when you sweat. Hydrated, better temperature control. Dehydrated. Scarce, overheating, cramps, dizziness. 1. Skin and cells. Keeps cells plump and skin healthy. Dehydrated, scarce, dry skin, wrinkles, less cell repair. Bottom line, drinking enough water lets your body and brain work efficiently, heal, and stay healthy. Bottled water is marketed as pure, clean, fresh, but in reality, most bottled water, even though it's treated, bottled water can sometimes have microplastics from the bottle, trace chemicals like PFAS or chlorine byproducts, metals like lead or arsenic, rare, sits in warehouses for months, travels in hot trucks, experiences plastic leaching when heated, loses dissolved oxygen, oxidizes over time. Oxidation is like an apple turning brown. Imagine you cut an apple and leave it exposed to air. Slowly, the apple turns brown. That's oxidation. Oxygen reacts with the apple's molecules and changes them. The process is slow but inevitable unless you prevent it, like putting lemon juice on the apple. In water, metals like iron rust over time, just like the apple browns. Chemicals in water can react with oxygen or chlorine, creating new substances. In your body, your cells and molecules can oxidize too. If your body can't neutralize the rusting effect with antioxidants, it can lead to cell damage, inflammation, and aging. Simple takeaway: oxidation is just things rusting or browning slowly. Whether it's an apple, your water pipes, or your cells, the process is normal but can cause problems if it goes too far. Let's break this down. When plastic bottles heat up, antimony, BPA, BPS, microplastics. These affect hormonal balance, liver detox pathways, cellular signaling. Water stored in plastic for long periods becomes biologically old. What happens to old water biologically? Microbial growth. Bacteria, algae, or mold can grow, especially if the water is open or stored improperly. Biofilm formation. Tiny layers of microorganisms can stick to the sides of bottles or containers. Chemical changes. Dissolved oxygen decreases over time. Some compounds may oxidize or degrade. 1. Signs water is biologically old. Strange taste or smell, slight cloudiness or particles, visible algae or mold in containers. 1. Risks of drinking biologically old water. Bacterial infections, stomach upset, diarrhea. Exposure to harmful toxins from algae or microbial byproducts. Reduced quality and nutrient content. It loses freshness. Dissolved gases, electrical potential, structural integrity. Your body recognizes the difference. How the body reacts to water. Quality. Fresh, clean water. Your body absorbs it quickly for hydration, cell function, digestion, and waste removal. Your kidneys filter it efficiently, and it supports normal metabolism. Old or contaminated water. Your body may detect toxins, bacteria, or chemicals and react by expelling them through nausea, diarrhea, or vomiting. It may cause inflammation or irritation in the gut if harmful microbes are present. The body also slows absorption of water with toxins to prevent them from spreading in your system. 1. How your body detects harmful water. Immune system response. If you drink contaminated water, e.g., bacteria, mold, or harmful chemicals, your immune system kicks in to fight off infections or clear out toxins. This can cause symptoms like bloating, cramps, or diarrhea. Taste and smell. Your body's sensory systems, taste and smell, are very sensitive to changes in water quality. For example, if the water tastes metallic or sour, your body may be signaling that something's off. You'll naturally avoid it. Dehydration risk. If the water is contaminated, your kidneys may work harder to filter it out, which can lead to increased water loss and dehydration, even though you're drinking the water. 1. Biological indicators of contaminated water. Drinking old or biologically compromised water might not always cause immediate harm, but your body can tell when something's off. Stomach discomfort or cramps. Increased thirst, as your body struggles to balance hydration. Headaches or feeling sluggish, if toxins are present. Diarrhea or vomiting, if bacteria or harmful microbes are present. Bottom line, your body can recognize when water is not fresh or clean, whether it's old, contaminated, or biologically compromised, and will usually try to filter out or avoid these substances to protect your health. Good hydration is essential for healthy body function, but it's important that the water you drink is clean and safe to avoid putting unnecessary strain on your body. Fresh, ultra-pure distilled water is the best to drink. The average family spends $1,600 to $2,000 per year on bottled water. That's $14,000 to $20,000 over 10 years. Massive plastic pollution. Frequent exposure to microplastics. How distillation reduces plastics in water boiling and evaporation. A distiller heats water to its boiling point, 100°C to 12 degrees, turning it into steam. Plastics, like microplastics and most other contaminants, chemicals, heavy metals, have much higher boiling points and remain in the boiling chamber. Condensation. The steam is then condensed back into water, which does not contain the larger particles that were left behind. Purity. As a result, distilled water is typically free from most plastics, bacteria, viruses, heavy metals, and other impurities. For most home distillers, microplastics and other small contaminants are reduced by 90%, 97%, or even more in some cases. Why distillers are effective for removing plastics. Microplastics are tiny but heavier than water molecules, so they don't evaporate with the steam. Chemical pollutants and toxins are also less likely to pass into the vapor, especially if they have higher boiling points than water. Summary. Using a distillery, water distiller, can effectively reduce plastics in your drinking water by 97% or more, along with many other contaminants, making it one of the cleanest options for improving water quality. Just remember that while distillers purify water, they remove minerals, so for daily drinking, it's worth considering how to balance hydration with mineral intake. Distilled water still is the cleanest option. Here's where the story changes. Distillation mimics nature's hydrological cycle. Evaporation. Water evaporates from lakes, rivers, or oceans when the sun heats it up. This turns the water into vapor, leaving behind dirt, chemicals, and pollutants. 1. Condensation. The water vapor rises into the air and cools down to form clouds. As it cools, the water condenses into clean droplets, basically fresh water. 1. Precipitation. Rain. The clouds get heavier and release the clean water as rain, snow, or hail. 2. Filtration. As rainwater flows over the ground, it passes through soil and rocks, which act like a natural filter. The earth traps larger particles, like sand and dirt, leaving the water cleaner. 1. Natural purification. The water continues to flow through plants and wetlands, which can filter out extra chemicals and break down some pollutants. The water eventually ends up in rivers or groundwater, ready to be used again. In short, nature cleans water by evaporating it, leaving dirt behind, then condensing it into clouds, and finally filtering it through the ground as it travels. It's like the planet's own purification system. Heat water until it becomes steam. Steam rises, leaving contaminants behind. Steam cools and becomes pure water again. Pure environment in distillation. Distillation works by heating water to turn it into steam, which is then captured and condensed back into liquid form. In a pure environment, there are fewer impurities to interfere with this process, making it more efficient. Steam is just the vaporized form of water molecules and leaves behind most of the contaminants, like bacteria, heavy metals, and even plastics. 1. Nature's process versus distillation. In nature, the water cycle is a bit slower and more complex. Evaporation happens in nature when sunlight heats the water and the vapor rises into the air. This vapor still contains tiny amounts of pollutants, like salt from oceans or natural minerals from rivers. Clouds form and rain falls, but it can still carry some impurities, depending on the environment. Distillation, in a controlled, pure environment, mimics nature's evaporation process, but is much more precise and efficient at removing contaminants. Heat is applied in a controlled way to pure water, and only clean steam is allowed to rise, leaving most impurities behind. 1. Why steam rises better in a pure environment? In nature, the air is mixed with pollutants, dust, smoke, bacteria, etc., which can affect the purity of the water that eventually returns as rain or snow. In a distillery, the environment is controlled, meaning that only water molecules are allowed to turn into steam, and all impurities are left behind. In short, distillation in a pure, controlled environment works better than nature's water cycle because it removes more contaminants by capturing only the clean steam. Nature's process is slower, and the water can still carry some impurities as it travels through the cycle. So, when you use a distiller at home, you're mimicking nature's evaporation, but with a higher level of purity. Would you like to know more about how distillers work in detail? Distillation versus nature's process. Distillation. You heat water until it turns into steam. The steam rises and leaves behind dirt, chemicals, and other impurities. The clean steam is captured and cooled down to become pure water again. Nature. Water evaporates from lakes, oceans, or rivers because of the sun. It forms clouds and falls as rain. But the rain can still carry some pollutants, like dust, salt, or other stuff in the air. Why distillation is better? Distillation works in a pure environment, so it removes more impurities and gives you cleaner water. In nature, some impurities can still get into the water when it rains, so distillation is like a more efficient and controlled version of nature's evaporation process that makes cleaner water. Let me know if you want more details on how distillers work. Distillation works in a pure environment, so it removes more impurities and gives you cleaner water. In nature, some impurities can still get into the water when it rains. So, distillation is like a more efficient and controlled version of nature's evaporation process that makes cleaner water. This removes bacteria, viruses, PFS, heavy metals, pharmaceuticals, microplastics, organic compounds. 1. What are quantum dots? Quantum dots, QDs, are like tiny crystals made from materials like semiconductors, e.g., cadmium selenide or silicon. They are so small that they show quantum properties. This means they can behave differently from regular materials, especially when it comes to light absorption and emission. When you shine light on them, they can glow in different colors depending on their size. When cells receive ultra-pure water, osmotic balance improves. Kidneys operate more efficiently. Cellular hydration improves. Detox pathways become more effective. Mitochondria can operate with less oxidative load. Pure water is biologically easy for the body. Freshly distilled water has higher dissolved oxygen, no stagnation, no plastic exposure, low contaminant burden. Your cells absorb it more efficiently, and hydration improves at the mitochondrial level. Buy King Hydrogen Water Distillery that fuses light and sound to water. Let's talk numbers. A family of 4 typically buys 8 to 12 cases of bottled water a month. That's $1,600, $2,000 per year. With a vapor distiller, energy use averages $10 to $15 per month, plus occasional maintenance. How a distiller works without filters boiling. The distiller heats water until it boils, turning the water into steam. Impurities like dirt, bacteria, chemicals, and heavy metals are left behind because they don't evaporate with the water. Condensing. The steam rises and is captured in a separate part of the distiller. It's then cooled down and condensed back into water. This newly condensed water is pure and free of the contaminants that were left behind during boiling. Why no filters are needed? Distillation works by separating the contaminants through heat. Since impurities don't boil at the same temperature as water, they stay in the boiling chamber, while only the clean water vapor rises and condenses back into liquid form. No filters are used, but instead, the process itself removes impurities through the physical separation of steam and contaminants. What does the distiller remove? Heavy metals, like lead or mercury, bacteria, viruses, and pathogens, chlorine, and other chemicals, microplastics, and other small particles. Minerals, though this is a downside for some, as distilled water can be mineral-free. Summary: a distiller doesn't need filters because it relies on heat to boil the water and separate out contaminants. It's a very effective method for purifying water. But the downside is that minerals like calcium and magnesium are also removed, which is why some people remineralize their water after distillation. So instead of spending $1,600, $2,000 per year, you spend around $180. In summary, spending $1,600, $2,000 per year on bottled water is quite realistic if you're buying a lot of bottled water every day or prefer premium brands. Switching to distiller can drastically reduce costs over time and improve water quality. 10-year comparison. Bottled water, $16,000, $20,000 distilled water. $1,800 savings, $14,000, $18,000 over 10 years. Plus, no plastic waste, no chemical leaching, no warehouse-aged water, no recurring transportation emissions. How distilled water is pure distillation involves boiling water to create steam, then condensing the steam back into liquid form. During this process, most impurities, such as bacteria, chemicals, heavy metals, and minerals, are left behind in the boiling chamber. The resulting distilled water is very clean, as it's essentially just H2O, free from things like chlorine, bacteria, and viruses, heavy metals like lead or mercury, chemicals like pesticides or herbicides, microplastics, minerals like calcium or magnesium. Is distilled water fresh? Freshness can depend on how soon the water was distilled and how it's stored. If you distill water and keep it in a clean container, it will be fresh and pure for a long time. However, since distilled water is mineral-free, it can taste a little flat compared to water that naturally contains minerals, like spring or tap water. Storage is key. If distilled water is left open to the air, it may absorb carbon dioxide from the air and become slightly acidic over time. But as long as it's stored properly, it's still considered very pure and safe to drink. Advantages of drinking distilled water. Purity. Since most contaminants are removed, distilled water is free of harmful chemicals, bacteria, or toxins that could otherwise be present in tap or even some bottled waters. Ideal for sensitive needs. If you have health issues, such as kidney problems or susceptibility to contaminants, distilled water can be a safe choice. Consistency. Distilled water provides consistently pure water, unlike some natural sources that might fluctuate in quality, depending on things like location or pollution. In summary, yes, distilled water is fresh and pure because it's free of contaminants, chemicals, and minerals. It's a great option for purity and safety, especially if you're concerned about harmful substances. Your hydration quality influences. Hydration quality refers to how effectively your body absorbs and uses water. The quality of the water you drink, whether it's distilled, filtered, mineral, or tap water, can influence how well your body stays hydrated, as well as how quickly and efficiently the water is absorbed and utilized. Here's how the quality of water impacts hydration. 1. Water purity and absorption. Pure water, like distilled water, is free of contaminants, but it also lacks minerals like calcium, magnesium, and sodium, which are essential for maintaining electrolyte balance in your body. When you drink distilled water, it's absorbed quickly, but without the minerals, your body may not retain it as effectively as water that contains electrolytes. This can lead to quicker urination and less long-term hydration. Mineral water contains natural electrolytes like sodium, calcium, and magnesium, which help your body absorb and retain water more efficiently. This can be especially helpful for maintaining hydration during physical activity or in hot weather, as these minerals help balance your body's fluid levels. 1. Electrolyte balance. Electrolytes are minerals that dissolve in water and conduct electricity. They play a crucial role in maintaining your body's fluid balance, nerve function, and muscle function. Common electrolytes include sodium, helps regulate water balance and blood pressure. Potassium, helps with muscle function and water balance. Magnesium, supports nerve function and hydration. Water with electrolytes, like mineral water or sports drinks, helps maintain this balance and can improve hydration quality. Without adequate electrolytes, even if you drink lots of water, your body may not be able to hold onto the water long enough to stay hydrated. 1. pH and hydration. The pH level of water can also influence how well it hydrates. Most water is neutral, pH of 7, but certain types, like alkaline water, which has a higher pH, usually 8 or 9, are marketed as being better for hydration because they may help neutralize acidic conditions in the body. Alkaline water is believed by some to help with better hydration and balance pH levels in the body, although scientific evidence on this claim is still mixed. 1. Water temperature. The temperature of the water also plays a role in hydration. Cold water is often absorbed more quickly by the body, which can help with immediate hydration after exercise or physical exertion. Room temperature water is absorbed more gradually, but can be easier on the digestive system for some people, especially those with sensitive stomachs. 1. Contaminants in water. Contaminants, like chlorine, fluoride, or heavy metals, can affect the quality of water and may impact how your body uses it. If water contains harmful chemicals, your body may try to filter them out, which can put stress on the kidneys and other organs. Filtered water or distilled water is often preferred if you're concerned about contaminants in your tap water. 1. Hydration and digestion. The quality of water can also impact digestion. For example, hard water, which is rich in calcium and magnesium, may cause stomach upset for some people. On the other hand, soft water, which has fewer minerals, might be easier to drink for those with sensitive stomachs, but lacks the electrolytes needed for better hydration. Water with minerals may help the body absorb nutrients more effectively, while distilled water, though pure, may not offer the same digestive support due to the lack of minerals. Biodistillery. Cognition, recovery, detoxification, skin health, metabolic function, mitochondrial performance. Studies show that better hydration is associated with reduced biological aging markers, lower inflammatory load, improved cardiovascular efficiency. Buy King Hydrogen Water. Distillery contaminated water burdens the body. Old bottled water weakens the body. Fresh, pure, vapor distilled water supports the body. Hydration determines how well your body performs at every level. 1. Water is essential for cell function. Cells are made up of mostly water. In fact, up to 70% of a cell's weight is water. Water is needed for the chemical reactions inside cells that support growth, energy production, and other essential activities. Hydration allows cells to communicate, transport nutrients, and remove waste. Without enough water, cells become less efficient and can't function properly. 1. Water helps maintain cell structure. Water keeps cells hydrated and flexible, allowing them to maintain their shape and function properly. When cells are dehydrated, they can shrink or become less efficient at doing their jobs. For example, in muscle cells, proper hydration helps them contract and relax efficiently, which is essential for physical movement and performance. 1. Hydration supports the transport of nutrients. Water is a medium for transporting nutrients and oxygen into cells, and it also helps remove waste products, like carbon dioxide and toxins, from cells. If you're not drinking enough water, your circulatory system struggles to move nutrients and waste efficiently, which can affect your energy levels and how well your cells perform. 1. Hydration affects cellular repair and growth. Proper hydration is essential for cell division and repair. When you're dehydrated, your cells have a harder time recovering or repairing damage caused by stress, injury, or toxins. Healthy, hydrated cells are better at healing and regenerating than those that are deprived of water. 1. Water balances. Electrolytes and pH water helps regulate electrolytes, minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium that are essential for cellular functions. These electrolytes help cells maintain proper balance, fluid levels, and electrical activity. Without enough water, the balance of electrolytes is disturbed, which can cause cells to become imbalanced, leading to fatigue, muscle cramps, and other health issues. 1. Hydration influences energy production. Mitochondria, the powerhouses of cells, produce energy, ATP, for your body, but they need water to function. Without enough water, mitochondria can't work efficiently, and your energy levels can drop. This is why dehydration can make you feel tired, sluggish, or mentally foggy, because your cells aren't producing enough energy. 1. Dehydration can cause cell damage. Dehydration causes cells to shrink and can lead to cell damage. When cells lack water, they can't flush out toxins or maintain their internal balance. This can lead to issues like oxidative stress and inflammation, which are linked to diseases and aging. In the long term, chronic dehydration can damage organs, impair brain function, and lead to serious health problems. 1. Hydration and detoxification. Water is necessary for your body to flush out toxins through sweat, urine, and breath. When you're properly hydrated, your cells can effectively get rid of waste products. Inadequate hydration means your detoxification processes slow down, and your body struggles to remove toxins that can accumulate over time. In short, hydration directly affects your cells by ensuring they function efficiently, remain healthy, and can repair themselves when needed. Water helps cells absorb nutrients, produce energy, communicate with each other, and remove waste. Dehydration leads to impaired cellular function, slower healing, and can cause long-term damage to the entire body. So when you stay well hydrated, you're supporting your cells and helping them do their job, which in turn keeps you feeling healthy, energetic, and vibrant. Understanding the journey from contaminated municipal water to stale bottled water to fresh vapor distilled water empowers you to choose life-supporting hydration. When you choose fresh, pure water, your biology benefits, your energy improves, your long-term health strengthens, and your finances improve. Distilled water as the best and safest option. Purity. Distilled water is extremely pure because the distillation process removes almost all impurities, including chemicals, bacteria, viruses, heavy metals, chlorine, and other contaminants that may be present in tap or bottled water. The process of boiling and condensing water ensures that only pure H2O remains. Free of toxins, distilled water removes many toxins found in natural or tap water, such as pesticides, microplastics, and harmful metals. This makes it a great option for people who are concerned about potential contaminants in their drinking water. Consistency. Because it's created through a controlled process, distilled water is consistent in its purity. Unlike bottled water, which can vary in quality, distilled water remains the same every time. Ideal for sensitive health. If you have sensitive health conditions, like kidney issues or compromised immune systems, distilled water offers peace of mind, as it's free from pathogens and chemicals that could cause harm. Free from additives. Some bottled waters may contain added fluoride or chlorine, which some people prefer to avoid. Distilled water is free from these additives, making it a cleaner option. Why distilled water is a great option? If your main goal is purity and safety, distilled water is an excellent choice because it's free of harmful contaminants. If you're looking for consistency and want to avoid potentially harmful chemicals and toxins, distilled water is a safe bet. King Hydrogen. Water distillery infused with vitamins. Some water systems claim to infuse vitamins into the water, which may include vitamin C, antioxidant, immune support. Vitamin D, supports bone health. Vitamin B12, important for energy production. Electrolytes, helpful for hydration, muscle function. These vitamin-infused waters are marketed for additional health benefits like boosting immunity, supporting energy levels, enhancing skin health, improving hydration efficiency. However, infusing vitamins into water is typically a more complicated process than adding minerals. The stability of these vitamins in water can vary depending on factors like temperature and storage time. 1. How these systems work together. If you're considering a hydrogen water distiller that also adds minerals and vitamins, you're looking at a multifunctional device that provides distilled water, free of contaminants and impurities, hydrogen infusion for antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits, mineral rebalancing to restore essential minerals like calcium and magnesium. Vitamins, for additional health benefits if included. Benefits of using such a system. Purity. You get clean, purified water, like distilled water, which is great for overall health. Hydrogen infusion. The added hydrogen molecules may support cellular health, help reduce oxidative stress, and improve energy and recovery. Minerals. By adding back minerals, you help maintain electrolyte balance and hydration, which is essential for cell function and overall well-being. Vitamins. If vitamins are included, it can give an extra boost to your immune system and energy levels. Things to consider. Cost. Systems that infuse hydrogen, minerals, and vitamins tend to be more expensive than basic distillers. You should evaluate the price against the benefits you expect to get. Taste. The added minerals can make the water taste more natural and refreshing compared to the flat taste of distilled water. Effectiveness. While hydrogen water has been studied for its potential health benefits, the research is still ongoing. Some benefits, like anti-inflammatory effects and improved energy, are not universally accepted as scientifically proven for everyone. In summary, a hydrogen water distiller that adds minerals and vitamins could be a great option if you want. Pure, clean water without contaminants. Hydrogen for potential antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. Essential minerals to support hydration and cell function. Vitamins to boost energy and immune health. If you're looking for the best of both worlds, purified, healthy, and functional water, this could be a great choice. But it's important to understand that these systems are an investment and may not be necessary for everyone. Vitamins in water can offer better uptake and absorption compared to other forms of supplementation. And here's why. Why vitamins in water can be more effective. Immediate absorption. When vitamins are dissolved in water, they are in their most bioavailable form, meaning they can be quickly absorbed by the body. Since your stomach already contains a significant amount of water, this allows the vitamins to pass through the digestive system more rapidly and enter the bloodstream. No need for digestion. Unlike pills or tablets, which need to be broken down in the digestive tract, vitamins in water are already in a liquid form, so they don't need to be digested as much. This can lead to faster absorption, especially for vitamins that dissolve easily in water, like vitamin C and B vitamins. Hydration and vitamin transport. Water itself helps transport the vitamins through your body. Since water makes up a large part of your blood and bodily fluids, it acts as the vehicle for nutrients and vitamins to be distributed efficiently to your cells. Drinking vitamin-infused water ensures that the vitamins are already in a form that helps with their distribution and uptake into cells. No overload on digestive system. Taking a high dose of vitamins through pills or capsules can sometimes overload your digestive system, making it harder to absorb all the nutrients. With water, the vitamins are diluted, which may reduce the risk of stomach irritation or overloading the digestive system with too much at once. Constant hydration plus vitamin boost. If you're drinking water regularly throughout the day, you're maintaining hydration while also benefiting from the continuous intake of vitamins. This can be especially beneficial for people who have trouble swallowing pills or remembering to take supplements, as they can simply drink vitamin-infused water as part of their daily hydration routine. Types of vitamins that are easily absorbed in water. Water-soluble vitamins, vitamin C and B vitamins like B1, B6, B12, folate, etc. are water-soluble, meaning they dissolve in water and are easily absorbed by the body. These vitamins are well suited for vitamin-infused water because they dissolve easily and get delivered to the body rapidly. Vitamin C supports immune function and acts as a powerful antioxidant. B. Vitamins. Important for energy production, brain function, and overall metabolism. Electrolytes. While not strictly vitamins, electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium are also dissolved in water and play a vital role in hydration, nerve function, and muscle function. Adding electrolytes to water can help with improved hydration, especially after physical activity, as it replenishes lost minerals. Advantages of vitamin-infused water. Convenience. You get the benefits of hydration and nutrition in one step. This can be especially convenient if you're on the go or have a busy schedule. Tastes better. Some people find that they drink more water if it has a pleasant flavor or vitamin boost. Vitamin-infused water can taste more appealing than plain water, especially if you're adding flavors or essential vitamins like vitamin D or vitamin C. Sustained release. Drinking water throughout the day provides a sustained release of vitamins, allowing your body to continuously absorb the nutrients, rather than getting a big burst all at once. Great for skin health. Certain vitamins like vitamin C and vitamin E are known for their skin benefits. Drinking water that contains these vitamins can help hydrate your skin from the inside out, giving you a glow while keeping you hydrated. Things to keep in mind. Stability of vitamins in water. Some vitamins, like vitamin C, can degrade or lose their potency over time when exposed to light, heat, or air. This is why it's important to consume fresh vitamin water and store it properly. Dose control. With vitamin water, it can sometimes be harder to gauge the exact dosage you're receiving compared to taking a supplement in pill or capsule form. Some commercial vitamin waters are often low dose, meaning you might not get the optimal amount of certain vitamins, especially if you're looking for therapeutic levels. Sugar and additives. Many commercial vitamin waters contain added sugars, sweeteners, or preservatives, which can offset the health benefits. It's a good idea to check labels carefully or opt for low sugar or sugar-free options. In summary, vitamins in water can be a faster, more efficient way for your body to absorb nutrients, especially water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C and B vitamins. Water helps to dissolve and transport these vitamins into your system quickly, while keeping you hydrated and supporting overall cell function. It's a convenient, tasty option, but it's essential to check for additives or sugar content when buying commercial products. Vitamin-infused water is a great option for convenient, flavorful hydration, and many brands now offer a variety of vitamins and minerals tailored to support your energy, immunity, hydration, and overall well-being. Mineral drops or remineralizing filters can add essential minerals back into the water for hydration and electrolyte balance. Vitamin drops or electrolyte powders can fortify the water with vitamins, like vitamin C, B12, and minerals, like magnesium, boosting your health and energy. Hydrogen infusion adds molecular hydrogen to enhance the antioxidant properties of the water. Commercially infused waters provide a quick solution if you're looking for vitamin or mineral-rich water without having to add anything yourself. Thanks for watching this deep dive into hydration and biology. If you enjoyed this content, share it with someone who wants to understand their health more deeply. And remember, King Hydrogen Water Distillery, antioxidant properties. Molecular hydrogen is a potent antioxidant, meaning it helps neutralize free radicals in the body that can cause oxidative stress. This can help reduce inflammation and protect against chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. Anti-aging effects. Hydrogen-rich water may help slow down the aging process by reducing cellular damage caused by free radicals. It may help preserve skin health, reduce wrinkles, and improve skin hydration. Energy and recovery. Some studies suggest that drinking hydrogen-rich water can improve exercise performance, reduce lactic acid buildup, and enhance muscle recovery. This is particularly beneficial for athletes or anyone who is active. Cognitive function. Hydrogen-rich water may help with brain health by reducing neuroinflammation and oxidative stress in the brain, potentially benefiting conditions like Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and improving overall cognitive function. Metabolic health. Some research indicates that hydrogen water may improve metabolic functions, reduce insulin resistance, and help in the management of type 2 diabetes. Gut health. There's evidence that hydrogen-rich water can help maintain intestinal health, reduce inflammation in the digestive tract, and promote better gut microbiome balance. Water is the one thing that is truly eternal. It flows through time, sustaining life, shaping our planet, and connecting us all. It's the foundation of existence, pure, constant, and indispensable. Hydration is power. Purity is health. Fresh water infused with light is light. Become the light. If you found this video helpful, Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. Sign up today to stay updated on the latest trends and insights. Your support helps us create more videos to keep you informed and inspired. Thank you for watching.